I'm going to select each piece and reflect it over in a mirrored image, and then we will merge them together. I'll select the back of the couch, and because it's on my x-axis, I could go to Edit, Duplicate, Special, and choose x -1, which it is, or I can use the keyboard quick, which is Command-Shift-D. I'm going to zoom in as close as I can to see where the seams are. I'll hit 4 on the keyboard to see how close those two pieces are together. Shift-Select, hold down my spacebar and go to Mesh and choose Combine. Now I've got to make sure that the vertices are connected where the two pieces come together, right in here. And I can see I've got an issue right here already. So I'll right-click and I'll choose Vertex, and I'll select the two on the top. And I'll go to Edit Mesh, and I'll choose Merge to Center. I'll rotate it around to the bottom, and I'll do the same for the bottom. I'll hit 4 on the keyboard so I don't select any of the vertices other than those two. I'll hit G on the keyboard, or I'll go to Edit Mesh, Merge to Center once again. Now I want to make sure that these other ones on the corner are merged as well. So I could select them individually and hit G, or I could hold down the space bar and I could choose Edit Mesh, and I could go to Merge and go to the attributes. You'll get this window, and it allows you to adjust the distance that you would like to merge vertices together. Just go ahead and select the object mode first. There we go. Had there been more separation up in here, I could have increased this number incrementally and then reapplied to merge them. But you have to be careful that you don't merge parts of the geometry that you don't want to. We're going to do that for each of the sections that require a mirror image. So I'll go down to the wing, and the first thing I'll do with the main wing is I'll go to my front view, and I'll select it and hit F on the keyboard. I want to zoom in very close. And I'm going to move, holding the X, I'm going to snap the wing to one of the vertical axes. Now I'll right click and I'll choose Vertex, and I'll select the ones down here, and I'll hold X and I'll snap those as well. This will make it a little easier to merge these two wings together. Once I've done, I'll go to my object, and I'll hit Command-Shift-D. Now I have the second wing. I'll Shift-Select, and I will go to Edit Mesh, and I'll combine, and then I'll hit 4 on the keyboard just so I can see these vertices a little bit better. So now I'll go to the smaller wing, and I'll hit Command-Shift-D, and now I've got a mirror image of it. I put a little sphere in here just to kind of tie them together. I'm just going to put all these sections together, and when we hit 3 on the keyboard, we'll see we've got a pretty good representation of kind of a fantasy couch, I guess. So I'll take a moment to go ahead and line these things back up again in my orthographic views. I'll select the two smaller wings. If I wanted to, I could merge those together as well. I'll hold down my space bar, Mesh Combine. I'll hit 3 on the keyboard to see what it's giving me. I've got pretty much a clean seam in the middle, so I don't have to go to merge. And now I'll just kind of put these into position the way I want them. So I'll marquee select, I'll hit 3 on the keyboard, deselect, and you can see we've got something like this.